Ahoy gamers, and welcome back to our challenge run on Path of Exile 2 as we attempt to play through the game as a hardcore solo self-found using only the gamble merchant to get gear. This episode we continue off with our warrior as we head into the Mastodon graveyard. Disaster happens as we get destroyed by a random mob that's just been summoned, so we spend the rest of the episode trying to regain, so we want to complete this challenge. We try a ranger, we fail. We try a monk, we fail. So, we try a mercenary. So without further ado, let's jump on in. And we are back in Path of Exile 2 as we continue to play through as a hardcore solo self-found. As we are only using the gamble merchant. All of our gear here is gathered by the gamble merchant or currencies we've found on the floor. But really lucky with this ring. But yep, this is all we got. At the moment, we still have the basic flask, so you still can't buy a flask off the gamble merchant, which is a bit of a shame. In Act 2, you've got Risu here, so you can click here, and here we go. How does the gamble mechanic work? Well, every time you kill a unique mob, or a unique monster, your limit will go up by 1. So once it goes to 0, you can't buy anymore, and all these items here, you can just buy, and you'll get a random roll on the rarity, the prefixes that it will drop with. And you can just buy everything here. Then when I get into Act 3, if I get into Act 3 that is, I can then, because it upgrades through the acts. So these, it will give me the highest, should normally give me the highest level available. But when I get into Act 3, give me the next quality threshold. And I think when you go up certain levels as well, so when I get to about level 25, I'm expecting this to change from this type to the next type, which you can get in Act 2. Then Act 3 should be the next load of types. So, last episode, we took on the Titan in his own grotto. In this episode, the bare minimum we want to do is do Kef, do the Mastodon Badlands, and we'll do our trial to give ourselves the ascendancy. First, we want to do, because the trial can be quite tricky, we're going to do Kef and the Mastodon Badlands first. Looking at the level of these, they're both level 23. We are level 24, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we go and do, let's go to the Mastodon Badlands first. We'll probably just show the difficulty of the map, and then I'll just jump back in once we get to the boss. Because Mastodon Badlands will have a boss at the end, as well as this chest here. And then, same as Kef, there'll be a boss in there. Ideally, today we want to do Mastodon Badlands, Kef, trial, and then we'll get through this Downstone barrier, and we'll make our way to the very last part of Act 2, which is in this area, I believe. I've only done Act 2 once before, so this is still relatively new to me. While we start this, if anyone has any other ideas of other challenge runs we can maybe attempt, just let me know. Because obviously at the moment we've got Gamble Merchant only. When we complete this run, so I want to complete the story, I get through all the way through Act 3. Once we complete this, we will then start looking at our next challenge, which I think will probably be maybe Thorns damage only, or something along those lines, or maybe something like reflect damage only, which will be really hard to set up. But once it's set up, it should work. So I have to use a shield, and I'll just remain blocking the entire time. But that's future us problem. You see here, lots of undead to bonk with our weapon. Our main attacks are Rolling Slam, which is this one here with Ancestral boost. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. And then we use Shield Charge as our other main attack. We use Rolling Slam to get through the mobs, and then Shield Slam just like that. Leaves a little earthquake on the floor. That earthquake will do loads of damage. And that is how we're going to do this. I don't think this place will be too difficult. As you can see here, we're not really taking much damage. We have a large amount of health regeneration. 24 health regeneration every second, which is insane. We are allowed to pick up items, so I'm going to break this effigy and take the items that drop from it. And any items that drop, I'm allowed to obviously go and sell, because that's going to be one of the only ways to make money on this character. So yeah, we'll probably jump back in when we get to the boss, because I don't think this is going to be too dangerous. We have a load of armor, so we can tank a load of damage. And our resistances are actually... Okay, I was going to say our resistances are okay. They're not okay, but they will do for now. This guy dodged my attack. I died so quickly I didn't record that. These necromancers spawned this Carrion Reaper, And just like that, I died. I didn't even have time to react. I just fell down dead. Oh, that's annoying. Well, as per the rules, I am now dead. Hardcore's over. We are going to regain on this character. It's going to take me a while. So we'll probably just show our next character getting through Act 1. So I think that's probably going to be the play. So we're going to resurrect. So we've done a wizard so far. We've done a warrior. So now let's obviously now have 0 gold because I'm now on a type of character I've never made a normal standard league character. So we're going to go back to character selection here. So we've made a wizard before, which is here, which is now dead, which I can actually delete now. We've got this warrior here who's now dead. So we're now going to probably make another class. So to allow me to do this, I am starting this out. So the initial clear of the first town encampment, to go from the spawn to the town, I'm allowing myself to use the weapon because it's too difficult without it. Or otherwise, I can only play as mage classes. Or so I think I might either go for ranger or a monk. I think probably monk's probably going to be the way we're going to go. So we're going to reset this. We go for a monk. Before I do that, I'm going to double check my hardcore solo self-found. I'm going to see how much gold I have on it. Not because I want to waste the gold, but I like my characters to actually be hardcore solo self-found, so I can't trade with other people. It's 32,000. So we're going to quickly clear out. We've got 100 here, 100 out of 100. So we're going to clear this money out. I don't mind using that 100 because realistically, the only limitation on my gamble characters is actually the money and not that. Now, I've got a load of items in here, but I think realistically we're going to actually make hardcore solo self-found. I'm just going to drain all of the money I've got. It's going to take us a couple minutes to drain all the money. That's fine. Once all the money's drained, I can buy things, sell it back, and then we can just keep doing this. Once all the money's drained, we'll just carry on. So here we are. We just made us way into the town. We are Mr. Gambling again. Hardcore solo self-found. I've reset all of my gold by buying a load of junk from Una and then resetting it back. The only thing I've kept is a load of wisdom scrolls that were in the stash. Yes. And I've sold all the items we started the game with. Actually, you obviously get some from taking out the miller. So now the only thing I will allow myself to use is just the first staff you get in the tutorial. Because Finn, the first staff you can buy off Finn is 400. So it's going to take us a while to get there. But I'm going to do some farming and I'll probably get about a couple thousand gold from farming. Oh, let's get rid of this one. By farming the clear fell and doing the mud burrow. Hopefully we'll do it essentially nude because I'm not going to be able to buy any gear. And we'll do a little purchase before we move on through Act 1. And died already. I've got 20 gold on. Oh, I'm so sad about it. Okay. Yeah, died already. That didn't last very long. I died against the Devourer, which is down under. Where are we? I haven't seen it this way round before. Or at least from what I can remember. Yeah, it got killed by the Devourer, which is in here. So we're going to go again. And here comes the end of the Devourer. We've done this farm this a few times. You can see we're not a ranger. We're not a monk, which I've just lost a few characters of each. We decided we're going to go for a mercenary. We've not well, I have attempted mercenary on this challenge before, but we're going to give it a go. So we're level 5, still using the very basic weapon you get from the beginning. That's the only requirement I allowed myself to keep, is because it was just too difficult to do this punching all the mobs. I think it would be almost impossible if you just had to go punch all the mobs. So Renly here is going to give us the first skill gem, which is going to go straight on the permafrost, which will... Ooh, we don't want any of those. There's one that... Cold Infusion. There's one that... Deep Freeze, that's what we're looking for. So we want to... Nope, that's Glaciation. That's what we want. So we want to increase the freeze build-up, which would be really useful. So now we are actually level 5. We're going to do our first purchase of items. We're going to sell that crossbow. We're going to gear ourselves up. We have enough money here. So we're going to first crossbow. Physical strength, bit of strength. Yep, we take that. And now we want to give ourselves... We're going to go for armor and evasion rating. Give ourselves the first one of these. That's not too bad of an armor. And then we want to go find the evasion and armor helmet, wherever the helmet is. Unless we can't buy it just yet. There's evasion armor, evasion energy shield, armor energy shield. Looks like evasion armor isn't there yet, so we have to be a higher level. Gloves. Looks like there's no evasion armor gloves either. And there's no evasion armor boots yet either. That's fine. We will just have to buy some random ones. Life regeneration, evasion rating, yeah, we'll take you. And a belt. We'll take a random belt. That'll do for now. So now we've already spent all of our money. We have got ourselves some currencies here. We can use them. I'm happy to use them. None there. We can't use any of these. This we can. Upgrade a magical item to a rare, add in 1 modifier. So we use onto this. Melee, increase melee skills. We don't have any melee skills. That's pointless. We have got this as well. We can upgrade this as well. We have got ourselves 1. Improve the quality of a flask. We'll use on one of these. Happy. There we go. We're going to keep going with this. We've got a better weapon. We actually have decent weapon. Armor. Also, we need to wait a little bit longer till we can buy the boots, gloves, and helmet. So we just want to save up for some rings. We're going to carry on making our way through the story. Hopefully, we can take on the Grellwood. So ideally, today we want to finish all of Act 1. We'll just jump on probably when we get to the next difficult boss. Will probably be the Druid underneath Grellwood. So we're going to jump here back in when we get to the Druid. So we're about to head into the Grimtangle to take on the Druid. Before we go, let's upgrade our gear. So we've got the next load of armor now. So we can get ourselves the helmet. So that's a really bad helmet. Let's buy ourselves another helmet. Evasion rating, armor. Yeah, that's not bad. Increased crit chance. Yep, we go for you. We've got gloves here, armor and evasion rating again. Ooh, straight into a rare. Armor, evasion rating, fire damage, max life. Yep, that's almost perfect. And we want to grab the booties, armor and evasion rating just here. See if we buy 2. There we go. I'm glad we bought 2 now. So we've got a rare now here. So now we need to worry about our rings. So we can buy. Ooh, we can buy 1. There we go. Max mana, physical damage, all tributes, max life. Yep, we go for you. We can't afford another one. However, looking at our gear, I think we now just need a decent belt, or we need a new crossbow. Let's buy some crossbows. We bought 3 here. Enemy, no, that's not better. That's not better. This is probably the only one that's better. But I do lose out on a bit of strength. That's fine. Let's sell all you. That's fine. So I'm going to do this as we make our way through. I'm going to save up a load of money, buy a load of gear, and then any spare points like this. I have some spare orbs in here. So I'm going to upgrade all my gear. So this gives me a new rare modifier. So put that on my intelligence. It doesn't really help. Put that on my amulet again. Melee stats. I guess I've got evasion rating now. Let's put this on my. Upgrade the weapon from a magic to a rare. Gives me new dexterity, which is quite nice. Put this on the helmet. That's made that slightly better as well. So all any random currencies I get, I'm just going to be held in here, and I'm going to upgrade it as we go along. Right, we'll see you when we get to the Druid. And here we go. Let's go take on the Druid. We're really lucky. This is one of the first places we went. So all I do is freeze them first with my permafrost rounds. And he's almost frozen. Boom, he's now frozen. Switch to fragmentation rounds and pop. Big hit. Should stun them. Right, let's keep moving from this attack. And we just hold down left click with fragmentation rounds. I know there's probably a better way of doing damage, but this seems to work. Dodge that. Back to permafrost rounds. Let's get, okay, we got a stun in there rather than a freeze, which is fine. We want to switch back to freeze rounds so he doesn't get too warm. And there we go, let's finish him off. Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? He's down here, perfect. Let's freeze rounds again. And just like that, he's frozen. Pop, and he's down. Nice, we've got a rare item here. We can actually, we can now sell that. Not sell, we can disenchant that one. And looking at these, let's go for concert. I don't really know what to go for here, so I don't really use my crossbow shot. I guess I could. No, but we're not going to use that support gem. We don't really use anything here, and we can disenchant this. I can't remember what what currency it gives me, but it's quite a good currency from what I remember. So the next bosses, set plural, is going to be there's a Draven and there's another one, which are essentially some undead liches in the crypts. As we go a little bit further in the crypts in the next region, which is just here. We're probably not going to show those bosses because we are going to do a bit of farming to get some gear and to level up, because we want to be about level 12 when you fight the next bosses. But we are going to jump back in when we get to this area here. The exit to the cemetery has a big boss. Then we probably then skip all the way until we get to the executioner, and then to the Lord of the Manor. If we do any big purchases, we'll then obviously jump back in and get to the purchases. But if not, we'll see you when you get to the next boss, or the guide to leave the cemetery. So we'll see you shortly. Here we go. We're now going to fight against the next boss, which is this guy here. Although he's an ally for now, he's not going to be an ally forever. We are level 12. Haven't upgraded any of our gear since last time. I'm just going to get to about 10,000 gold before I upgrade our gear. So I'm going to take on this guy and then go back and farm this Forgotten Riches. Gives you about 400 gold per farm. So I'm just going to keep farming that until I get 10,000. Then we'll do a little shop. The reason I'm doing this is it gives me a free identification each time. It's like a Deckard cane from Diablo 2. And now he's angry. Got to move away because he slams the floor. That does hurt you. Now we just want to freeze him as per usual. He does do some heavily telegraphed attacks. Just keep away from him. And we're just doing the normal standard freeze, and then just keep firing him with fragmentation rounds. And then just keep running away. I need to wait for him. There we go. I can now freeze him again. Does take a few shots to freeze him, but that's fine. And he's almost frozen. One more shot should do it, or not. There we go. He's frozen. And this shouldn't be too bad. It's just some of these attacks that he does can do a lot of damage. Like that one is a very damaging. And because he can freeze the floor as well, you need to be really careful. Like, a rogue attack like that has killed a ranger I made before. I didn't know I was within range of that ground slam, and it just one-shot my ranger. And freeze him, and then pop, down he goes. I don't believe he gives me any loot, actually. Trying to think of it. Let's see. Oh, he does give me some loot. Some skill gems, that's fine. Gives me a ring. I can see if I can want to use these skill gems. Yeah, let's put permafrost bolts. And then into the hunting grounds. So now we've unlocked the ability for the hooded one to identify our gear. We're going to do a bit of farming. We'll jump back in. We've got 10,000 gold. So we're going to do a shopping spree. And then we should be ready to move on. And we've just reached 10,000 gold. Let's try and buy some more stuff. So we're missing one ring. Spend a bit of money on one ring. Fire resistance, fire attacks, bit of dex. Yeah, that'll do. With that in mind, can we upgrade it at all? No, it doesn't look like we can. We have got this upgrades a magic item to a rare item. So we can put that onto here. Bit of mana per kill, that's not bad. And I can give a rare item a new modifier. So I'm going to put this on the amulet again. Bit more life. I'll take that. I've also got this one more magic item to rare. So let's give ourselves another belt. I want not a cloth belt, so I'm going to buy one more. There we go, that's what I want. Max life and regeneration, so we can sell these two. Annoyingly, I've spent a lot of money on doing this, but it's fine. A little bit more strength, awesome. We've got some of these, so let's upgrade our armor. There we go, armor's maxed out. We can do it again. Helmet's almost maxed out. We can now try and upgrade this bow. Ideally, I don't really want to use it all on the bow, but it's fine. So I really would like to buy a new bow. Let's see if there's that's a lot better. That is so much better. Right, we're going to go for that. We've just got an upgrade of our crossbow. So we can salvage the one we just put all of our points into. And we get these back. Awesome. Just like that. That's loads of damage. Let's have a look at what our damage is at. Oh, we were about 40 beforehand. No, we're going to do 186. It's 4 times our damage, which is insane. Before we jump back in, we are now going to meet you probably back at the Executioner. I think we probably should be strong enough to take on the Executioner. And then once taken the Executioner, we'll do a bit of farming, and then we'll see you at the what's the guy's name? The Count. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's the Count. Currently our skill points, we've gone all the way down projectile damage, do remorseless, to feel no pain, to battle hardened. We're going to make our way to ricochet. And as we get ricochet, we're going to go grab this one just here. And from here, we're going to go across. We're going to grab this extra dex, extra strength. And then we're going to get the overwhelm skill. 40% extra damage is insane. Once we've got that one, we're then going to make our way down. And we want Val Pact or Vol Pact. That is going to be really good because that gives us life leech. We get life leech over here on the right hand side. Gives us extra armor and evasion when we're leeching as well. And then we also can get this life leech up here as well. So we want to get as many of those as possible. So we can actually try and take some life when we hit the enemies. Which would be really useful. Here we come to the Executioner. We are now doing loads of damage. Look up here. A single shot. Oh, the game just crashed. Never mind. Back in a sec when the game reloads. And we're back. There we go. Just in time to see the Executioner do his job. Oh, I lost all my stacks of War Banner. So at when you do when you take out the boss, which is in the treetop village, it'll give you a kind of like a spirit skill gem. And the one I went for is the War Banner this time. So always go for the Herald of Ash, which always seems really strong. But this time I thought I'd try something different. So this one, I want to try and build up as many stacks as possible. Yeah, I think it goes up to a maximum of 50. So just keep running around in circles here. Until there it gets now on 50. I can drop this. Just going to keep moving so that doesn't hit me. This now will increase my damage. Yeah, you see how much damage it did just then. Amazing. And that's the boss down. So the only next thing we need to worry about is the Count, which we'll do shortly. Let's clear out all these mobs first. We're very close to leveling. I think that I probably want to be level... I think I'm level 14 at the moment. So I probably want to be about level... I don't know how much I'm going to farm. But I'm going to farm a fair bit in the bottom on the way up to the manor. Or even in the manor itself. Just because I want to get, one, a load of money. So I want to ideally do another quick run of the shop. And two, I can do this. Vitality? I don't have any extra spirit for that one. Let's go for persistence. Let's make it last a little bit longer. So yeah, I want to ideally get to level maybe 17. 20 would be ideal before we take on the Count, but we'll see. So if I press U, I can see over here. So the ramparts, which we're moving on to next, is level 14. So it means the final map is level 15. So I think level 17 is probably worthwhile. So let's do our final spend before we finish Act 1, or try to finish Act 1. Let's look at our gear here. So this is the new variant of the crossbow. So let's see what other new variants we can get. So we can probably get a new variant of the body armor. So let's see if we can get one to roll. I'm going to do... Okay, that is the new variant. However, that isn't ideal. So we need to upgrade that. We have got the requirement. We have got the items in the bank to upgrade that. I think you can upgrade the helmet. That's the new variant of the helmet as well. Then let's try the gloves. Ooh, that's technically an upgrade. I'll have a look at that one in a second. Let's go for the boots. Where's the boots? Evasion, armor rating. There we go. That's the old variant. That's the old variant. Come on, give me a new one. It looks like these are all technically the new one. So let's just get rid of all these. Let's have a look. Okay, that's fine. I think we are going to see if we can roll a new helmet, a better new one. It looks like we're not going to manage that. That just gives me life. This gives me max life and strength. We can go for that. And we don't have enough money to buy any more. So that's fine. Let's go into here. We can now increase one magic. So let's see if I can use any of these on it. I can't. So let's make this into a rare. So it gives me armor and evasion and strength. Increase attack. Okay, that's not too bad. Then I'm going to equip this. Then I'm going to salvage this. This one here, I should be able to Where is it? I need to be able to turn that magic item into a rare. There we go. This is going to be an upgrade. Yes, this is a relatively large upgrade. I do lose out on the health regeneration. So if I can put these into the armor, I just want the health regeneration. Okay, I didn't quite get the health regeneration, but that's fine. And this I gain... Let's have a look. So I don't gain any evasion or armor, but I do gain life, mana, adds a bit of cold damage, and I get life per hit. So let's change onto that. So now all we're going to do is actually... This is a new armor here. There we go. And we're going to just put some items into these. What are our current resistances? We need some lightning resistance. Should have a lightning resistance here. One should do. Let's increase our physical damage, as would be a huge increase. And then let's go for... I think cold resistance might be the way forward. I would grind to get some more sockets, but that's fine. So I want to equip this piece here. So these 3 here will all be salvaged. Let's go and do that now. And that should give us a fair amount of... There we go. It's giving us some of these back. So we can now upgrade all of these. There you go. So we did lose... We lost 1 altogether. But however, we're in a good place. We are now level 19. So we're going to go straight back. We're going to go fight the Count. We'll take the Count on. Fingers crossed we can manage this. We have changed our... into the Herald of Ash. I guess we could change it whenever we want, which we can actually do that now. This Herald of Ash is pretty useless in this fight. And you can see that if I'm up close and personal with these mobs, they are melting. Have a quick look at my skill tree here. So I've made my way down here. I've grabbed this one here. Made my way all the way down here. I've grabbed the Overwhelm ability. I'm going to grab these 2 as well. And once I've grabbed these 2, then the next priority will be to get down to Volpact and get this leech here. I will want to grab this. Increase evasion when on low life. Also grab this evasion here and also grab this strength. Or this body armor. I'd either grab that or there's some around here which is going to be quite useful. However, the next priority will be this life leech just here. And then I think after we grab that life leech, we want to probably head over here to this life leech over here. This increased my physical damage by 40%, which is huge. We want to grab that. We want to ideally grab these. And then we want to also grab this little nodes, these nodes down here. Should be really useful. Right, come on. Come on, Count. I have to wait for him to finish talking. Okay, you're going to remove your head yourself, apparently. Okay. Let's get you frozen. Gonna let it go. There we go. I did over 2,000 damage in that one shot. Insane amount of damage. And as I'm not really a melee class, I can just really just keep my distance. There we go. I can't kill him because he will... You can't kill him. He has to go into his second phase. I can do a load of damage to him. Doesn't really matter. He's going to go into his second phase anyway. As you can see, I'm not doing any damage to him now. And I'm just going to keep spinning around. I'm a little Beyblade. And here's phase 2. Rah! Then we're going to take him out. I had the wrong... There we go, I had the wrong weapon equipped. Wrong ammunition. So I wasn't freezing him, I was just stunning him. Still a lot of stun build up though. Here you just want to keep moving. You don't want to be hit by these lightning beams. Doesn't really matter because I'm doing a load of damage to him anyway. There you go, I can freeze him again. Can I freeze him before he runs away? Oh, not quite. Almost managed to though. And this is nice and easy. We just take his ads on as they run in. I say this every single time. When he stops talking, he's going to charge in. So he's just stopped talking. Dodge roll. You should be able to dodge his attack. And dodge roll again. And dodge roll again. And this should be the last one. I think he normally says the same thing at the very end as the pack won't forget. Okay, I was hoping that I was able to stun him that time. And bonk, he's down. Spin, spin, spin. So we are going to do the first boss in Act 2 because we want to unlock the next load of items you can buy from the gamble merchant, and we get that when you get to the town in Act 2, which is the caravan. And my game just crashed. Again. This is like the 5th time it's crashed. So the game's just completely frozen here. So we'll jump back in when it decides to let me reload. Before we get into the match, let's see it. I know I'm not dead. Okay, good. So, however, we have no loot. I don't know whether this always drops loot. And he's actually still alive. He should be dead. Never mind. I guess that's a bit weird. I guess we're getting... Oh, no. He was just dying. Does that mean I'm pretty sure he drops loot? He does drop loot. Good for him. I'm glad I came back. And now we can go at least sell this loot. And then we'll see you when we get to the first boss of Act 2. And here we go. We've got the boss up here. Mr. Wrathbreaker. Not as cool as Mr. Rothmer, but hey, that'll do. Let's freeze him, shall we? He doesn't stop running. And I'm not too fussed about his ads because they will be killed in the AoE. And there he's frozen there. Boom. Missed him then. Not sure whether it was the freeze that got him then or whether he just broke out of it, but never mind. And we're just going to keep shooting with the fragmentation rounds. That's not ideal, the fact that he hit me with a big hit there. Keep moving from this one. Go on, 70%, 80%. And he's frozen, awesome, and boom, big hit there. Should be down there any second now. There we go, nice and easy. So the reason why I wanted to do this is because this will unlock the first set of Act 2 items. So I'll be able to get the new set of armor evasion weapon, armor and evasion armor, and the new type of... It's a lot of rares we've got there. And the new type of... Hang on, we're not going to get it just yet. We need to fight another boss. So we're going to get... She's going to let us put onto her caravan, which is great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. However, we can't gamble yet because we need to save the next NPC. The next NPC will... Let's quickly talk to this guy. Next NPC is called Risu. And Risu we don't get until later on. Because she actually stands just here. So we actually need to go to the next location, but we will do that in next week's episode. So next week's episode we should be able to regain with how far we've got with our warrior, and maybe we had to supersede it and get further. Maybe we can finish Act 2 of this character, because we need to... This is going to take us straight to Halani Gates, and then we have to do a few things in the Halani Gates. Trail of Corruption. This is where we need to go to get the gamble merchant. She's just down there. But as we've identified all these are all pretty cool looking items. If I go to Zarka, she can disenchant them all for me. Thank you very much. And I'm going to just put them into the bank. And so if I actually trade with these merchants, I can actually see the next type. So the crossbows, there's the next type of crossbow. So all in all, it's pretty much going to do more damage than mine already. And then there's the next type of armors. So there should be a armor and evasion version. If not, there should be one soon. There's armor and evasion helmet. That's what the new one looks like. Armor and evasion gloves look like this. And armor and evasion boots should look like one of these. I'm not sure what one it looks like. If we can't find them yet, we will get it sometime soon. That's a cool looking quiver. Let's sell this ring. Happy. So if you made this far, thank you much for watching. Hopefully next week we can get further than the warrior that died at the beginning of this video. As per usual, if you made it this far, thank you much for watching. Got a few links down in the description below. The first link is to my Discord if you want to join the community. It's a small community, very slowly growing. You're more than welcome to join us. The other two links are to mine and Mrs Rothmers YouTube channel, where we are collecting, building, painting, and soon to be playing the Age of Sigmar and the Warhammer Middle-earth Battle Strategy games. So if you like the Warhammer tabletop, you might like the channel. And finally, Mrs Rothmers' own YouTube channel, where she covers lore videos on stuff to do with Warhammer, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, even The Witcher, that type of stuff that takes your fancy, have a look over there. So have a wonderful day everyone, and peace out.